Don't forget to watch part 2 of this video. Seconds to Thailand Rob. Boy, it's a bright one today. Holy moly. So I'm heading down to the pharmacy, and I was thinking about you guys because I had an idea that if you're gonna move over here, because I wanted to let you guys know that if you're from a country that has a decent healthcare system like Canada or Australia or England, where you actually can go and get health care, unlike us Americans where we go to the hospital and they ask to see your line of credit. And I want to give you some advice before you decide to retire over here, or once you, I'm just going to stay on this side of the road. I want to let you know that if you have a government that does health care like that, then before you retire over here, before you retire over here, make sure that you go and get a checkup in your own country if it's covered. And you can, in some countries, like I know Australia, if you sign up, you can get 6 months supply. If you have medicine for like blood pressure or whatever, you might have some kind of prescription medicines. Even though healthcare is inexpensive in Thailand, if it's covered in your country, make sure you get it before you come over here. And then if you travel back to your country every so often, you can get your checkups done there or whatnot. I'm not saying anything wrong with the healthcare here, but I just want to make sure, because Americans, we don't have that luxury unless it's something like, am I going to go down here? I'm going to go down here. Unless it's something like you're retired military. They have retired military in America. They have the VA, which, I mean, at least they're covered. And but most of us as Americans, we don't have the luxury of that. But people from other countries like Australia and Canada and England that can get their government provisions or whatever it is that it's included in your benefits, I would recommend highly, it's a lot of wind, I would recommend highly that you get those done before you come over here, and then periodically when you travel back. I'm trying to get out of the wind and I'm trying to get out of the sun. I'm gonna cross the street. Let me go up here and get a beer, sit down and talk a little bit more, okay? Cheers. Woo, it's a hot one today. Ooh, it's hot. As I was saying, as Americans, we have to have insurance constantly, but other countries don't, and I don't know what country you're from, and I don't know your plan, but it would be best for you to get an evaluation or an exam or a physical before you come over here, and then get that out of the way. If it's covered in your country and you don't have to pay extra for it, then I would do that. Once you get over here, you can go to several hospitals or you can go to clinics and get a lot of blood work done and get simple stuff done. I mean, it's relatively inexpensive to get a physical, blood work done, and blah, blah, blah. It depends on the hospital you go to. I'm not even gonna quote prices here because it depends on what you're looking for as to what you're gonna get. And I'm saying, it is affordable over here, and medicines are affordable, but as someone told me, it's actually cheaper in their country to get 6 months supply of their medicines. It's cheaper to get them there than over here, even though, part 2, there's most medications you can get over the counter at pharmacies here without a prescription, which is wonderful. But there is a class of medicines here that are not. You still have to go to the doctor, and a lot of those could be intensive pain products or drugs like for mental stability or something. Thailand is not really big on those type of drugs over the counter, so I don't know I don't know if you would have a prescription over here that would need a doctor's release, but that would be fine. You would just have to go to the hospital and pay for the hospital exam, which would probably only be $1,500 just to talk to a doctor here. It's real cheap and same day. You can go into the hospital and same day and talk to a doctor and tell them that you need XYZ medicines, and if you can prove it, or if they deem it correct, they'll write you a prescription. But whenever I've had a consultation for surgery, et cetera, it was only 1,500 baht, and that was at some of the expensive hospitals. So I don't know, I could be misquoting here, but that was what I experienced in my experience. For me, the prices at the pharmacy are dirt cheap. But again, I come from America. In America, everything is expensive. The only thing I remember not being expensive from the pharmacy in America were painkillers. And now that you watch all the documentaries on TV, it's like, well, yeah, because the blah, blah, blah was trying to get people hooked on painkillers. Kind of makes sense. It'd be $5 for a bottle of painkillers. But if you need other stuff, like for blood pressure or migraines or something or whatever, the prices just keep going up and up and up. Diabetes, all these treatments get quite expensive. And I think from my experience, the pharmacies over here are very inexpensive compared to America. But then I don't take a lot of medicines, so I don't know all the prices of what is comparable. I've just seen comparisons for like the Tylenols. I mean, you can go to 7-Eleven and get Tylenol for, was it four pills for 8 baht? I think it was 8. It was so cheap. Anyway, I know that's just over the counter Tylenol, but I'm just saying. And yes, for those of you that don't know, I have health insurance. I have global health insurance that I got from Pacific Cross. Links in the bottom. Jamie's link is, if you want a free quote, you can go there. But yeah, I do have health insurance I bought a plan for catastrophes, which means like if something really, really bad happens to me that's inpatient, I got my insurance for that. I didn't choose outpatient. Going back on what I said a minute ago, it's so inexpensive to go to, I mean, to walk into the best hospital and get an examination, an eye examination, go to the dentist over here, you're looking at $100 US or 3,500 baht to have an exam in most places. And I didn't want that in my insurance plan, but it's up to you on what you want to get. I got a 5 million plan just to make sure that if something really bad happened, I got really, really sick, or I was in a very bad accident and I was unconscious, I wanted to make sure that the hospital would look after me with my insurance card, so I got that. But anyway, I digress. I would really like if you guys in the comments would put where you're from and what kind of plan that you have over there. If you leave your country, how long are you still enrolled in their plan if you come to Thailand, or would you have to go back annually to stay in their plan? I think the UK has a clause or something that if you're out of the country for so many years, I think you get kicked out, but I'm not sure if that's truth or just fable, because it seems to me that when Kev in Thailand got sick and went back to England, it seemed like the healthcare system picked up or took over after some time that he was back over. I don't know how it works. I would love in the comments if you told me where you're from and what it's like, because it would help everyone else understand what it's like to be in different countries and how your healthcare system works. Another part of that is, even if you found out something in your country that you need to look at or treatment for or to consider in the next 6 months to a year, that would be cool that you actually got it recognized, so that once you're over here, even if you've planned your trip, you can come over here and get a quote over here for treatments over here. And I would arguably say that the Bangkok hospitals and the Bumrangrads and other hospitals that I have been to, I'm not going to include free government hospitals. I don't personally recommend high-end treatments at the free government hospitals. They're not free for you, but they're free for Thai people. I don't recommend those for extensive surgeries, cancers, heart issues, any kind of severe treatment that's going to need a team of doctors to look over a lot of stuff. I don't recommend that. Motorbike accidents all day long. Go to the government hospital, get your bandage on, get your bone reset. That's fine. I actually had a really big surgery one time at a government hospital and it went fine. But in reflection, knowing what I know now, I took a really, really big chance. And even a doctor at that hospital told me that she was really, really seriously concerned that I might get staph infection. And that's the doctor that did the surgery in hospital. Again, major surgeries and stuff, I would not recommend to you to go to a general hospital, like the TVs. Anyway, from a government hospital, if you can avoid, unless you're just, if you got something emergency, your motorbike accident, you got scuffs, you got a headache or something like that, that's fine. Neurological issues, heart issues, cancer issues, no. You want to go to the bigger, more expensive hospitals. Not only will you get the VIP treatment just from when you get out of the car, there's VIPs, like treatment from as soon as you walk through the door, but you'll also get high-end doctors and service. Yeah. Now on that note, the next video I'm going to talk about, because I am pissed off a little bit, is money exchanges over here, getting money over here, coming from your country, living over here, how you got your money deposited into your bank here, or your bank back home, or your bank back home and an ATM here, and what's going to cost this way, what's going to cost that way, and hitting the wrong button on one ATM can cost you 550 baht, right? Just gone. Poof. It's true because it just happened to me. I'll tell you that one next video, all right? You guys have a great day. I'm a little pissed off about, you know how many Legos I could have got for 550 baht? Almost 20, about 17. About 17. Wow, that's quick math. All right, see you guys later. Take care. Bye. Oh.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Woody, don't forget that.